When it comes to firewall, Palo Alto needs no introduction. So let's dig into that. So we are not talking about Palo Alto. It's a continuation of our CSPM series. This is the video 2, or maybe the only video. I did previous one on Viz. This one we are looking at products and services and solution are offered from Palo Alto. CSPM is the topic, but again they have tons of these services. So usually in large enterprises, this is very common because of the synergy and the tools and capabilities under one platform in most of the time is very handy and easy. Unless there are unique scenario, you need to have multiple products for multiple scenario, but best practice is that you stick to one product, which can give the full visibility, and you don't have to deal with the hassle of a lot of connection and tool and agents and deployment. So that's pretty much what works in a large enterprise I'm talking about, where you have 50,000 employees, 100,000, 200,000, large banks, financial companies, insurance companies, you name it. So we're going to look at, as I said, the topic today here. We are looking to CSPM and see what that product is from Palo Alto. And if you have used this product, please let me know in the comments below. If you are happy, what's your experience? Again, this is a non-biased. It's not a sponsored, and I'm just doing my sort of opinion and review. And I'm not biased to any product. These are all large enterprise product, and no need any introduction, because if you go to Gartner, they have their all Gartner research done by their experts. So again, I'm not the one who decides. You have to go and read, but again, those research reports. But you can find out what these products are and what do they do offer. They all CSPM offer end-to-end visibility and posture management, automation. So basically, these are the important things, because if you already have a Palo Alto in your network and you want to have a CSPM, you may want to look for that if you have a multi-cloud environment, as you can see. Because if you have single environment, you may want to end up just using the native tool. But if you work for a large enterprise, if you have multiple cloud environment, that's one of their products. Like as I said, previous one with this is Palo Alto. As I said, I am not biased. So again, you got to look into those, and then it will give you all the details and be able to have the full visibility. So Cortex Cloud basically give you the need to identify. It used to be Prisma Cloud, I believe. Yet they renamed it. I know from the last 3-4 years ago, during the time of COVID, they acquired Prisma Cloud, I believe, and now they are here showing the control report, the compliance, and everything. So these things have been moved very fast forward toward the automation, which is important when it comes to cloud security or security posture management. They have some additional security posture capabilities, which is cloud infrastructure entitlement management, which is more focused towards security. Data security posture management. Data security is huge. You cannot ignore that. AI, we've been already talking about. Companies have been acquiring a lot of AI and deployment and all that stuff, but are they really securing it? And also with the supply chain. And of course, vulnerability management, you cannot ignore it. But how many of you use vulnerability management from Palo Alto, which I'm not sure. I've seen Qualys and some other similar product for vulnerability scanning and management. But again, that's one of the features they offer, which, as I said, I don't know much about it. I'm looking at it, but I'm looking at the whole suite, right? So they have endpoint product, they have SIEM, XOR, this is an XDR, which is their endpoint detection and remediation, XIM. They're all SOC related, as you can see. Unit 4, G2 is their managed services. This is Panorama for firewall management. They have all the firewall, and you can see the line of product. Secure SASE, they have all of these SASE product line. They have cloud deliver security, URL filtering, and DNS, and all that. So again, it's a huge area right there. If you can, you can pick whatever line of expertise you want to select, and you can be a master at that. And if you're looking from CISO perspective, this kind of product give you the whole 3,600 feet view of your environment, and then you work with different companies. As I said before in the beginning, if you're working in a 100,000 plus employees environment, you will have separate team for this area, you will have separate team for SOC, you have separate team of cybersecurity operation, you would have separate firewall, right? But if you're an organization with 5,000 users or 10,000 at most, you may have, I don't know, 5 to 10 people in cybersecurity, and you're gonna be managing all of these by yourself or the people reporting to you, depending. But these kind of things give you all the details. So it depends what your situation is, what your scenario is. uh, and as I said, if you're using Palo, then if you have multi-cloud, those are some of the areas you want to look into that. See, they also have a module which call for security incident response, which is directly connected to SIEM. And if alerts are generated, or for those incidents you want to create, you want to make sure those are created automatically. So that's another thing, incident needs to be created in a timely manner, and not when it's too late. So that's one of the area. They also have something AI security, which we don't want to miss, because AI is our topic for the rest of the year. We will talk in pretty much every video about AI security. And GenApps are emerging the risk, because in AI, data is the risk, and how that AI is deployed in the infrastructure, that's another important area. So again, that's what it says the product gonna look like. I have not used it, but that's look, explore AI security. They have a demo here. You can take a tour, you can sign up for a demo. And Gen AI application. This is not surprising, because everybody, a company is deploying applications and app. So that's very, very important. You don't want to ignore it. And it's for a massive large enterprise, it becomes very challenging. So if the product offering this kind of solution, this is something I always look into, that for a large scale enterprise deployment. And when it comes to data protection, data prevention of sensitive data is important. We talked about it. Data classification is very, very important. Without data classification, you cannot achieve any of these, because you would not have any idea what policies apply here. So sensitive data needs to be identified first, and then your policy will work the best. So again, we have covered pretty much here in Palo Alto website. As I said, you can, if you are interested in a SOC, use is the whole pipeline or the product line for the SOC, threat intel, AI, application security, and all that. I have not even covered it, but if you want, you can let me know in the comments. I can cover, go deep dive. What is the DLP? How does it work? IoT security, medical IoT, all that. So these are the huge topics. Again, they are the discipline itself. So that's I basically wanted to share today about another CSPM in a nutshell. We covered more than a CSPM. We covered about AI security and all that stuff. So I'm interested, what products are you working on at? If you are working on Palo Alto, have you tried the CSPM, AI, CSPM, XDR, Cortex, XSOAR? They have a lot of products here. So let me know in the comment if you have used this, and what is your experience with that. That being said, I will be putting more and more videos, and hopefully you like it. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching for this video. Bye bye.